students, welcome to programming school and placement technical placement MCQs. And here I'm going to explain you with the same concept in the last class, that is going to be how the logical operators are going to be working and how increment and decrement operators are going to be working. Okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you about how increment and decrement operators are going to be working. Okay, first of all, a is equal to 5 comma b. I'm going to take two values here. For example, b is equal to a plus plus. I'm going to print here what is a value and what is b value. A comma b. It's just simple thing. A is equal to b is equal to a plus plus, and what is a value and what is b value after this statement. Here, this line is composing of two statements. First of all, this is going to be a post increment operator. For example, if I write like this or like this is going to be, first one is going to be the post increment operator and this is going to be the post decrement operator. If I write like this or like this is going to be pre-increment operator and this is going to be pre-decrement operator. Okay, and now I am going to tell you about how this is going to be working. This is going to be the post increment operator. Post increment, right? That means now this is going to be consisting of two lines like this. A is equal to a plus 1. First of all, it is consisting of two statements, right? First of all, this statement is going to be working. What is a value? A value is 5 and b value becomes 5 with this line. Okay, and then a is incremented plus 1. That means now a is incremented with one value, that is going to be 6. That means b value is going to be, a value is incremented as 6 and b value is 5 only. Okay, the output is here 6 and 5 is the answer. 6 and 5 is the answer. Is it clear, everyone? For example, in the same way, I am going to write like this. B is equal to plus plus a. That means pre-increment operator. That means this statement is executed first, then this statement is executed. That means now a is incremented first. That means a becomes a 6 and the 6 is assigned to b. Then both values are going to be 6 only. This is about pre-increment and post-increment. In the same way, decrement also. For example, I am going to write like this. For example, a is going to be a minus 1. That means a becomes a 4 and 4 is assigned to b. Then the answer is 4 and 4. Okay. The same way here, I am going to write like this. This line is executed first. That means what is a value? A value is 5. 5 is assigned to b and a is decremented. That means a value is decremented and b value is going to be 5. 4 and 5 is the answer at this position. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. This is about how increment and decrement operator are going to be working. Again, I am going back to the logical operators. How the questions are going to be asked. For example, I'm going to write p is equal to 6 and comma result is there. Okay. For example, result is equal to a is greater than 5 and b is greater than 5 or c is greater than 10, for example, like this. And I am going to print what is RS value. And going to the operator precedence rule, bit logical and has more precedence than logical OR operator. That's why here, first of all, the logical AND operations all are going to be executed first. Then the result is going to be checked with logical OR operator. First of all, that's why I am going to check this one. First of all, I am going to check this one. If this is true, then the result is checked with this one. Okay. For example, a is greater than, what is a value? A value is 15. 15 is greater than 5. Is it true or not? Yes, it is true. And 10 is greater than 5. Is it true? Yes, that is also true. Both are going to be true, right? Then the total expression is going to be true. Then this is going to be 1, or C value is going to be 6. 6 is greater than 10. Is it true? This is going to be false. And now this is going to be 1 or 0. That is going to be 1. That's why the answer is going to be 1 at this position. Just understand, everyone. For example, now I am going to change the value is going to be like this. Just understand. Now A is greater than 5. That is true. And B is 10 is greater than 15. That is going to be false. Now I am going to 1 and 0. That is going to be 0. Or C value is going to be 6. 6 is greater than 10. That is also false. 0 and 0. The answer is finally 0. The output is going to be 0 here. Okay. The operator presence of logical AND is greater than logical OR. Okay, that's why first of all the logical AND operations are working, and then the result is moving into the logical OR. Everyone note down this point. Okay, first of all we have to give the priority for logical AND expressions. The result is applied to the logical OR. Okay, if the same statement contains logical AND and logical OR, we have to first focus on logical AND, then we have to focus on logical OR. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Now A is greater than 5. A is greater than 5 and B is greater than 5. And C++. For example, I am going to write like this. Now I am going to check what is the values here. I am going to write percentage D. I am going to print 2 values or 3 values here. Percentage D, and I am going to print first of all the result value, then A, B, C value. Okay, total 4 values I am going to print here. Okay. For example, here how it is going to be working. A is greater than, that means 15 is greater than 5. Is it true? Yes, it is true. And B value is going to be 10. 10 is greater than 15. And C++ like this I am going to work like this. Okay. This is going to be 15 is greater than 5. Is it true or not? Is it true or not? Yes, this is going to be true. Is then it moves to the next statement. Is 10 is greater than 15? No, it is going to be 0 here. Then we are thinking that it is moving into the next statement and C is going to be incremented. Just stop here. If in logical AND expression, if one expression is false, the total expression is false, right? The total expression is false. That's why if 1 0 is there, the control is not moving into the next expression here. Never moves to the next expression. That's why C is not updated here. C is not at all updated. Why? Because at this position only it will be stopped. At this position only it will be stopped. That's why the result is 0. A value is not changed. A value is 15. B value is not changed. B value is 10. C value is also not changed, and C value is 6 only. Just observe here. Okay. For example, if I change this value to like this, for example, B is 10 is greater than 5. That is going to be true. Then it is moving into the last expression. We are thinking that is it true or not? For example, here in any programming language, only 0 represents false. Other than that, any one is true. No doubt about that. That's why here this is not an expression, but just a simple line. That's it. A C++. What is the C value? C value is 6. 6 is going to be plus plus. Then it is going to be 7. Okay. Now C is incremented. Now this is also true. Why? Because this is a non-zero value. Then this is also true here. Now the result is true. A value, B value are not at all changed. A value, B value not at all changed. But C value is incremented plus 1. That's why the output is going to be like this. 1, 15, 10 and 7 is the answer. Catch my point, everyone. Clear, everyone? Yes? Yes. For example, here I am going to write C value is equal to 0 here. For example, I am going to modify the value with 0 here. Okay. How it is going to be working? What is A value? A first expression is going to be 15 is greater than 5. Is it true or not? Yes, it is true. That is going to be 1. And B value is 10 is greater than 5. Yes, that is also true. 1. And moving to the next expression. Here C++. C++ means it is a post increment operator. After this expression, C is incremented, not at this expression. For example, if it is plus C, C is incremented at this, before this, and then I have to consider one value here. But here, what is the C value? C value is 0 only. Why? Because it is a post increment operator. That's why at this expression, C value is 0. That means now 1 and 0. Then the result is going to be 0. Then the result is going to be 0. A value is not at all changed. B value is not at all changed. After this expression, C value is going to be updated with 1. That's why the answer is going to be 1. Finally, the answer is 0, 15, 10 and 1 is the answer. Is it clear, everyone? For example, now I am going to modify the value with plus plus. Pre-increment operator, for example. Pre-increment operator. Yes, this one is true and this one is true. And coming to plus plus C, C is 0 initially. Before this calculation of this expression, C is incremented first, then we have to check with that. Now 1 and 1 and 1, all the expressions are true. That's why the result is true and the answer is going to be 1, 15, 10 and 1 is the answer here. Got my point, everyone? When working with the logical and if any expression is false, the control never goes to the next expression. That's why, for example, at this point, is 10 is greater than 15. Is 10 is greater than 15? No, right? That means this is going to be false. It never goes to the plus plus C here. That's why the output is 0. A value and B value are not at all changed. And C value is also not updated here. Not updated here. That's why the answer is like this. 0, 15, 10 and 0. Catch my point, everyone, right? The same way, for example, if it is going to be working with the logical OR expression, if A is greater than 10, for example, and I am going to write like this, B is greater than 15. For example, I am going to write B plus plus and C plus plus. I am going to write like this. What is the answer for this one? Just everyone hold at this position and try to answer it. Just try to answer it in the comment box. Okay. What is A value? A value is 15. 15 is greater than 10. That is true, right? That is true. In logical OR expression, if one statement is true, the total expression is true, right? Total expression is true. There is no need to check the remaining values. That's why it is going to be stop at this position. The result is 1 and A value is not at all changed. B value is not at all changed and C value is also not at all changed. The answer is 1, 15, 10 and 0 is the answer here. Just catch my point, everyone. For example, I am going to write like this. A is greater than 15. Is 15 is greater than 15? That is false. Now it is moving into the next expression. Here it is going to be b plus plus. What is b value? This is the post increment, right? At this position, it is going to be treated as a 10 only. 10 is a non-zero value, that is treated as a true. That is treated as a true, and that is true, and it is never moves to the next statement. Why? Because this is true, right? If it is true, then the next statement is not executed. But b is incremented. The answer is this one. 115, 11 and 0. Is it clear, everyone? In this way, the logical operators and the increment and decrement operators are going to be working. In the next video, I am going to explain about how bitwise operators are going to be working. Okay, if you like this video, just share to your friends. If any doubt is there, just comment it, and definitely I will make a video on the doubt session. Thank you, everyone.